And right as we start up triangle strategy, OBS started dropping frames, except it's not anymore, and it's okay. No, it's thinking about it. Hopefully we don't have any drop frame issues this stream. Hopefully my internet doesn't decide to be big dumb right now like it's seemingly thinking about maybe being. Anyway, we are in like the final kind of phase of the game here. We are in chapter 18 right now. This was a freaking other save file. Ignore that thingamabob over there. We're over here. We're over here, Bound by Sorrow completed. So, chapter 18 part 1 was Benedict's battle, which wasn't too bad. Chapter 18 part 2 was Roland's battle, which was stupidly hard until I found a way to cheese it. And now is Frederica's battle, which
As Benedict
I worry
matches
about.
wits with Minister Exham at Castle Wolfort, and Roland risks the wrath of the Archduke at Twinsgate, Frederica embarks on her own mission. Under the false banner of the Consortium, she hides her forces, marching steadily toward the Byzantine Holy State. With the aid of Claris, she aims to gain entrance into the Source, that she might lead her people from their prison. Meanwhile, in the Rosellan village, Jerome has gathered his people to share the news of Frederica's exploits.
Alright, chapter 18 part 3 for freedom.
Everyone, listen well. We've received a missive from Lady Frederica. It seems House Wolfort has made good on their word, and taken the first steps toward a new future for Norzelia. Even now, Lady Frederica marches for the Source, where she intends to free our brothers and sisters from their prison.
So bold for one so young. Truly, she is her mother's daughter.
In her letter, she outlines the details of her plan. The road ahead of her is trying, but not impossible. However, she warns that failure may incite Hyzan's wrath, and asks that we flee for our own safety. Even now, she has only our best interests at heart.
Were this letter to fall into the wrong hands, the results would be grave indeed. She risked much to warn us.
What should we do, my lord? Prepare to flee?
Yes, at once. But I do not ask all of you to flee. Lady Frederica risks life and limb for us all. I would not let her do so alone. I intend to go to her. Whatever danger she may face, we face it together.
You may meet with the full wrath of Hyzan. Are you ready for that?
Aye. And I welcome any who are of the same mind to join me. I ask the rest to watch well over those who would stay behind. If we do not return, I ask you to survive. To live.
These bones aren't too brittle for another fight. It's time to pay the debt we owe the Wolforts.
I'm with you. Norzelia will sing of the courage of the Roselle. We ain't letting you take all the glory, Jerome. You're gonna have to share it around.
The village will be in good hands while you're away. We won't let anyone do us harm.
Thank you, my friends. Those who would fight, take up your weapons and march. We make for Hyzant at once.
Aye!
Jerome seems like he would be a recruitable, playable character. It really bums me out that he isn't.
I suspect soon we shall have a bird from Minister Exham bearing good news.
It shan't be long before the mines are under our dominion.
That's not my worry. I wonder whether the Wolforts will obey.
They owe us their lives, and more besides. They wouldn't dare scorn all the Hierophant has given them.
Even if they have no great love for our nation? Even if they've cast aspersions on our past deeds?
I advise you to be cautious with your words. You edge dangerously close to heresy. And not even one of the Saintly Seven is immune from the goddess's judgment.
Of course. My apologies. Pray forget my foolishness.
So long as you understand. That being said, the Walforts have but recently come into their station, and the inexperienced often reach beyond their grasp.
Where are you going?
To ensure the city is in order. My intuition tells me something wicked stirs within her streets. My long years have attuned me to her pulse, and I can tell when it is quickened.
Alright, it looks like we're starting out with an investigation here. No paralog thingamabobs or side stories. Frederica attempts to steal into the source to free the Roselle.
I'll handle the guards. Don't move a muscle, any of you. Don't even breathe. Hail! I am Claris of the Consortium. I bring goods for trade in the city, if you'll give me leave to pass.
Claris! Consortium's working you hard.
In these dangerous times, 'tis a privilege to be in such good employ. But you're worked even harder than I. Here, a small token of my appreciation.
You always have been a thoughtful man. Go on, then.
Wait. We cannot allow unscheduled goods into the city without inspection.
Fine. Guess there's no such thing as being too careful.
You needn't worry. Minister Camsel of the Saintly Seven sent for these goods himself.
He did?
Oh, yes. Look closely, and you'll see.
What have you done? Ah, you snake! I must call for reinforcements!
Claris, are you all right?
My apologies. Luckily, mine was the only face they saw. Allow me to distract the troops. Use the opportunity to sneak into the source, my lady. Don't forget the explosives we packed away, either. We'd make poor guests without them.
You're going alone? You risk too much.
Ah, my lady. But you do not become a merchant of my standing without a little risk. Pray save your worry for yourself. I've wagered quite a great deal on your success, after all. And I abhor calculating losses.
Thank you, Claris. I promise this arrangement will give cause to celebrate before long.
So I guess we're here in the source. I'm gonna see this through, come what may. Alright, so since the last time, I actually did wind up checking out what the other routes were like, all of the, you know, 3 kind of main routes and how they played out. If you side with Frederica, that last cutscene plays out basically the same, actually. Ooh, nice. Except with Serenoa and Frederica's place, but it's basically the same cutscene, essentially, interestingly enough. But after checking out the other 3, what was really intriguing about them is each of them was like a happy ending in some respects, but also unhappy in other respects. Like there was nothing that was, you know, definitively happy. Everything works out for everyone. There was always some royal screwage going on in each of the route's endings. So I don't know how this route ends, the golden route. So I hope that it's the one where everything is happy and everything is great and wonderful, because all the endings of the other 3 are apparently not so. I don't want to go into specifics of what they are in case anybody is interested in, like, looking up what they are. I don't think we're going to be covering them as part of this series, so if anybody wants to look them up, it's just, like, cutscenes over on YouTube. I won't spoil it there, but it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. Leaving the source? No, no. We already have enough to atone for without those sinful thoughts. The weight of these casks is the weight of our sins. I'm grateful that we can absolve ourselves through this labor. But you have no sins to absolve yourself for, is the thing, though. It hurts so much. I just want to rest. Well, you'll be able to soon enough. Well, I guess maybe you won't be able to if you're fleeing, but after that, I never thought about leaving the source. The soldiers keep constant watch. There is no chance for us to escape. Well, there will be now. I thought I saw a sparkle of something to collect here. I thought wrong, I guess. I thought incorrectly. I know Benedict's got Wolford under control. That guy can do anything he sets his mind to. It's almost scary if you ask me. And I know neither you nor King Roland are gonna let us down. Thanks, Erador. Wow, they leave money all over the place here. Like, holy crap. Just money all over the place. I cannot leave the source. I must atone for our sins and earn her forgiveness. So sorry I couldn't save you. So that guy's just dead then. Wait. Sometimes it turns like the perfect 9 degrees, sometimes it doesn't. The goddess will never forgive us if we leave this place. She's always watching us. I must pray for her divine mercy. Okay, I think that's all the thingamabobs to do here. This has got to be like the battlefield here, right? Let me go ahead and save real quick. I actually have a decent bit of funds. Look at that. That's crazy. Yes, let's go ahead and overwrite save data. Yeah, so we're here now. Okay, let's end the exploration then. The Roselle have been forced to believe the goddess's teachings. I must reveal the truth to them and free them from the source. Oh, we're just getting right into the battle then. With the help of Claris, Frederica is able to make it into the source, but her troubles are not over yet.
My fellow Roselle, I am Frederica Esfrost, daughter of Orlea, who led you and your forebears from the bonds of servitude 30 years ago.
I knew I recognized you from somewhere. You're the spitting image of her. What's Lady Orlea's flesh and blood doing in this goddess-forsaken prison?
I am here to free you from it. I would see the end of Hyzant's tyranny alongside my betrothed, Lord of House Wolford. Rise up and join us. Hyzant wavers even now, and the Roselle can be the gust of wind that topples them from their lofty heights.
You speak like her too. Same heartfelt words. But look where those got us.
We were lucky enough to be spared our lives once. They won't be so generous a second time.
We're still paying for our sins, for thinking the salt of the realm could be ours. The goddess will forgive us. She will. We only need suffer a short while longer.
Suffer? No! Don't swallow those lies.
Enough!
Minister Camsel, Claris, are you...
I'm sorry, my lady. I couldn't get away.
He has more resolve than a common merchant has a right to. Better men have broken under lesser interrogations than his. Still, I can always smell a rat. 'Twas only a matter of time before I caught the stench of rebellion. Led by none other than the Lady Frederica. I knew you could not change your nature. Your punishment shall be a lesson to your fellow sinners, just as your mother's once was.
I should have known. It was futile to resist.
Forgive us, Goddess. It wasn't us that sinned.
No, it wasn't. And it never has been. The Roselle are guilty of naught but wanting the same freedom as others. You have been deceived by the Goddess's lies. If my strength of conviction is not plain enough through words, then let my actions speak for me.
Heretics to the very last! Show them the full measure of the Goddess's wrath!